Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. We've only got, after this one, 2 left. This is the review of episode 8 of The Sandman. I don't know if we're getting another series. I'm praying that we do, but you know what? That's fine if we don't, because this has been so beautifully done. We've got a lot more Morpheus. I was thinking about the last episode, and what I used to do when I was reading them was go, this is great, and kind of, on the first reading, skim through the bits until we got to the Endless, which I loved, because I loved the Endless, and I wanted to know what was going on in their world. And then I'd go back and reread it, because, I was that shallow. So, yes, we've got, well, let's face it, we've got Stephen Fry turning up here. We've got a voiceover from Lenny Henry. I know, friend of the Neil. Hello, is that Sir Lenny Henry? Yeah. Do you mind just turning up and doing a couple of lines? Of course I will, Neil. Yeah. This really is much more of a payoff than the last episode. You've got loads more characters turning up. You've got the development. You've got the collectors for the serial convention. If ever you get the chance, read the comic. And one of my main memories of it is the viewing hall at the convention, which obviously we've not seen yet, but it's a list of movies. And I remember going, I'm going to watch all of those. And I think I have now. Apart from What a Carve Up, which I've only ever seen the second half of. I must watch it. I think it's probably going to be on, well, not Forces TV, whatever it's called these days. Maybe it's Yesterday or something, one of those digital channels. I'm sure it'll turn up. It's very good. But that's not important. What is important is that there's a lot more sinister goings on, and there's a lot more violence, and the Corinthian, you are the original Corinthian, all of that business, absolutely lovely. The house with the goths, the house with the weird people who were just lovely and at home, and they found each other. The people talking about their dreams and how it's going to develop and go on like that, well, that's fine. It's all gorgeously put together. But of course, the highlight of the whole episode has to be the Sandman, the superhero Sandman, because the Nightmare has decided she doesn't want to be a nightmare anymore. She's grown, she's changed, and she tells Dream the reason they came back was because they were frightened of her, frightened of him, because he is scary. Now here's the thing, in the very first story, he gives a nightmare, a waking nightmare in the book, the nightmare of constant waking and then something scary happening over and over and over again as a punishment. But he doesn't do that in the TV series. He gives everlasting sleep. He just puts him to sleep like a coma or twitching or something like that. It's not quite as scary. Perhaps that's going to be used later on. But I remember watching it going, that's not how I remember it. And I am going to have to check. Which is fine. An excuse to reread the comics? Not a problem. The Sandman bit, the Corinthian. How scary is the Corinthian? But Matthew's coming into his own as well, which is absolutely superb. So, cracking episode. It really does work so much better now that it's using the stuff from the previous episode. Getting her to wander on the dream, knowing she's the vortex, knowing all of that business, and of course seeing the 2 siblings, Desire, all just planning, knowing that those plans, the stuff that has affected the Sandman in the past, including Nala, were all parts of Desire's plans, because they want to make their kingdoms bigger. It's nice, it's sinister, and it's developing beautifully. So, got 2 episodes left, which I will report back to you, my beloved listeners. I keep saying listeners. You're watching this, viewers. Till next time, be seeing you.